everyone, my name is Jenna, but you guys can call me Jen, and welcome back to my channel! Today I am coming at you with a video kind of like a TBR, but a little bit looser, with the first part anyways. And then the last half of this video, or the last bit of this video, is going to be my Reading Rush TBR because I'm going to try and participate in that. It starts Monday, which is it's very, very soon. So that's super exciting. I have the Reading Rush TBR planned out. I'm not going to be reading 7 books in 7 days because I know my reading tastes right now are a little bit different. But anyways, this first part of the video is the books that I want to read this summer. So I know it's already halfway through July or a little bit more, but I would like to get to these books at some point between now and when fall rolls around. So I have like a month in Canada because fall usually rolls around pretty early. Maybe I'll have a little bit of September to get to these, but I'm excited about these books. And I have actually a few ebooks to talk about too because I've been lurking on the ebook train. So without further ado, let's just get into this. So physically, I have a few books going on, but first let's talk about the 2 young adult books that I have on my shelves, and that is When the Sky Fell on Splendor by Emily Henry and My Plain Jane by the Lady Janies. So we have Cynthia Hand, Brodie Ashton, and Jody Meadows, and I'm excited about both of these. So this one is a YA contemporary sci-fi, this one is a satirical fantasy, we'll say. My Plain Jane is a retelling of Jane Eyre with a twist. So the Lady Janies take famous Janes. Their first one, My Lady Jane, is about a Queen Jane who was queen for 8 days and was killed in history. But in their book, they take that and twist it and make it funny and add fantasy elements to it. So this one is, as I said, a retelling of Jane Eyre. So it is about Jane, and I believe the author of Jane Eyre is in this as a character, and there's ghosts. So it's just a lot of goodness that I'm very excited about. And then When the Sky Fell on Splendor is about this group of kids when they come across something phenomenal and all the after effects of that. I'm excited to read both of these. I have gotten a little ways into, like literally not enough to even count one chapter, 16 pages into When the Sky Fell on Splendor, but I'm excited to read both of these this summer because this just oozes summery vibes because, you know, kids on bikes, look at that cover. It feels like Stranger Things vibes, I don't know. And I'm excited about this one because I really enjoyed the first Lady Janies book. The next one is, I always thought it was an adult book, but I found it in the YA section at the bookstore, which is baffling, but nice because it was less money and I am very excited about it. But it is The Lovely War by Julie Berry. I have been wanting to read this for so long. So this, I believe, is like a historical just a touch of fantasy, but a historical fiction book about World War I and II, and it has like a conversation between the gods as they follow like 2 couples. I think it's like Aphrodite and Ares or something, but I'm heard only good things about it and I'm very excited to read this and I want to read this so soon. Like, this feels like a perfect August read to be. The next one is pure fantasy, and that is The Bone Season by Samantha Shannon. This has been on my shelves for so long. I tried to read it once and put it down because I was in the middle of university and it just wasn't catching my eye at the time. I got that far. I used a paperclip as a bookmark. That's weird. But yes, I want to read this because The Priory of the Orange Tree is one of my favorite books ever. And Samantha Shannon's writing is so beautiful. And I've heard only good things about this. And I believe the 4th book is coming out soon. I don't know. The Mask Rising? I think that's what it's called. And like a novella was released recently, which is exciting, and I would like to get onto this train, so I would like to give this a try. And it is YA fantasy, so it should go pretty fast, but I'm just really intrigued by this one. And I hear that's like based in the real world as well, so like not super high fantasy, but more fantasy than anything else I've talked about today. But yeah, The Bone Season. Now we're gonna get to the adult books. So the first 2 I have here, they're very different from each other. The first one is my lovely ladies book club pick for the month of July, which I haven't read yet, but I'm adding it because I am so excited about this book, and that is Take a Hint, Danny Brown by Talia Hibbert. I'm so excited about this book. We read the first book in the Brown Sisters trilogy, I guess, or like companion novel series, which is Get a Life, Chloe Brown, and I absolutely adored it, and I've only heard that this is better, so very excited about that. It is about the sister of Chloe Brown, Danica Brown, who knows what she wants. Except she knows that romantic partners, whatever the gender, are a distraction at best and a drain at worst. So she's been through some stuff. And she meets a brooding security guard, Zafir Ansari, who rescues Danny from a workplace fire drill gone wrong. And it's an obvious sign. PhD student Danny and former rugby player Zaf are destined to sleep together. So like, it's kind of a fake dating scheme, a little bit, and I'm so excited about it. I'm just really excited about this one, but yeah, I'm gonna pick this one up very soon. And the other adult novel that I have is literary fiction, and it is Americanah by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, and I have, again, only heard good things about it, and all my bookmarks have fallen. It's okay. I only heard good things about this book, and I don't really know a whole lot about what it's about. All I know is that it's between two people. Efemelu and Obinze are young and in love when they depart military-ruled Nigeria for the West, so it is Efemelu who comes to America, and Obinze is now into a dangerous, undocumented life in London, so it is their, like, love story, and I believe I was listening to Emma from Drinking by My Shelf explain this book, and I believe it's a look at race in America when Efemelu comes to America, and she like does blog posts and stuff like that about it and her experience here, and apparently it's just beautiful. So very excited to read this one and dive into the literary genre world, because I'm not really super versed in the literary genre world, and I would like to try it again, and I've heard great things, so I'm very excited about this. So the next two books are two fantasy books, and they are my last two physical books that I'm going to talk about today, and I'm excited about both of these. The first one is The Legacy of Ash by Matthew Ward. You guys will recognize this one because it was been on my TBR at least once since I got it. And then we have The Rage of Dragons by Evan Winter. These are both epic fantasy worlds. I don't know anything about either of them, except that I want to read it, and this one sounds like it has dragons in it. And I am very excited about that. And this one, I believe, I don't know, I've read like the first 5% of this book previously, and the first 5% is very action-packed, and I'm very excited to read both of these when I'm in a more fantasy mood, which is hopefully this summer, because these are my two big fantasies that I want to get to this summer. Alright, let's talk about the Kindle ebooks that I have that I have in my phone that I'm excited to get to this summer. There's a few of them, just a few that I would like to read, and yeah, so the first one is The Honey Dump List by Christina Lauren. I have read a few Christina Laurens in the past, I believe 2 of them. I feel like it's just 2, I can only remember the 2, The Unhoneymooners and my favorite Half Night Stand, I believe is what it's called, I'm not sure, but I really liked The Unhoneymooners and I didn't really like the other one. So I'm willing to give this one a try, and this one is about like an HGTV couple and their assistants, and the HGTV couple's marriage is falling apart, and I love HGTV, so like I am ready for this. I know it's not as funny as like The Unhoneymooners, so I'm going in knowing that, not going to be disappointed by it, and I would like to read it eventually. The next one is A Cozy Mystery by Tamara Woods, who is an author-tuber here on YouTube, and I would love to read her mystery, Wiped Out, Murder is a Beach. So I'm very excited to get to that one. It just looks really fun and super summery. What else? I also have Let's Talk About Love by Claire Kahn on here that I'm excited to look at and get into. I have With a Twist by Stacey Hart. Again, just a romance book that I have on here. Don't really know anything about these. And then the last one on here that I want to read this summer is Felix Ever After. It has been blowing up BookTube. It's my case and calendar. I am just ridiculously excited to try that one because even though I'm not a huge fan of YA contemporaries, I have kind of grown out of them in the past few years. I've heard that this one is a little bit more mature, and I've heard only good things about it. So excited to try that one because it's got LGBTQ+ rep in it. I am ready for it. Like that's all I know. I don't really know anything else about it, but I am ready to give that one a try. Now, we've come to the end of that long TBR. I'm excited about all of these books and I really hope I get to them this summer. I mean, it's not a whole lot, so like I should be able to, and hopefully I will love all of them because I have really high hopes for all of them. But now let's get to the Reading Rush TBR that I've set for myself. So it's going to be a little bit different because I know the Reading Rush TBR has a few prompts that like, it's like the first book you touch and whatever. So I will be doing that as well at some point, but I'm going to do a twist on it. So stay tuned. So as I said at the beginning of this video, I am not doing 7 books because I know myself. I know my reading right now is very slow. So I'm planning on 4, potentially 5 books. So the first prompt is read a book matching the color of your birthstone, and for that one I'm going with The Blood of Olympus by Riordan because it is a predominantly dark blue and my birthstone is sapphire because I am born in September. So we're gonna go with this one, and I'm very excited about this because it is A, middle grade, so which will go fast, B, the last book in the Heroes of Olympus series, which I want to get to so badly, and C, just love me some Riordan. But yeah, and this one also works for another prompt, so we'll get there. But funnily enough, it's the next prompt. So the next prompt is a book with the in the title that starts with the, and this is The Blood of Olympus, so works for that one as well. Amazing. So the next book is a book that inspired a movie I've seen, and like everybody else on the internet, this has been so hard for me to pick. So I just came and stared at my shelves, and I knew that my best bet was going to be one of my classics because I don't read a lot of my classics before I see the movies sometimes, and I feel like there's a lot of movies out there that like have been inspired by classics that I have seen that just haven't read the books. So I was looking, and yes, there is one, and it is The Great Gatsby. Yes, I have not read this, but I've seen the movie with the latest movie with Leonardo DiCaprio. And it's little, so I'm excited about this one. Don't really know how to explain this one, but it's like 1920s flapper jazz age. Yeah, and a lot of people really like this. It's their favorite classic, so I'm excited about it, and it's perfect for a readathon because it is so small. I could also probably use this for both of the other prompts because it's blue, and it has the in the title, so there is that, but I'm using this for the movie prompt. The next one, number 4, is read a book that the first book you touch, so I'm going to do that afterwards. I'm going to include 5 books plus one of the ones that's already on my TBR. So I've talked about 3 of these books previously in this video already. Take a Hint, Danny Brown, When the Sky Fell in Splendor, and My Plain Jane. 2 of these could also work for the like birthstone one because they're blue, but I'm also including the Tilly and the Book Wanderers, which is another middle grade in this pile, and then I'm going to probably put The Blood of Olympus in this pile as well, so there's 5, and I'm going to have my dog pick for me because I know any of the way that like you pick first, whichever book you touch first is kind of a hard challenge to do properly, so I'm going to have my dog pick, and I will insert the footage so you'll know what book I end up choosing has been chosen for this. So that's super exciting, so I will insert that here.
Hey, gorgeous, gorgeous. Do you want to help me with something? All right, we got the participant. We got the books. I'm adding this book into my list because I got it in the mail today, and it is a book club pick with my friends. So I'm adding it into the list. So I got a whole bunch. Wait. You gotta stay. All right, so we're gonna put a treat on every book you stay. Look at all these treats, baby. All the books. Okay, you ready? Oh, this one's gonna have to be in front. Okay, you pick. Take a treat. Go on. You pick one. Whichever one. Oh, I don't have any treats in my hand, baby. They're on the books. You see? You're picking the crocodile one. Or, so did you pick it? Did you eat it? You didn't eat it. Okay, take a treat. Good girl. All right, I guess we're reading my book club pick for this month. Thank you, baby. You want another treat? Here, take another treat. Good girl, for being such a good girl. All right, so that means I'm going to be reading Crocodile on the Sandbank by Elizabeth Peters. This is, as I said, the book club pick for my friends this month. My book club with my friends, not online, which is exciting. This is an Amelia Peabody mystery, so exciting that I'm going to be reading this one for the Reading Rush, too. First one that my dog touched.
So the next one and then the last prompt go together for this book. It is read a book that like completely not inside your house, so you can twist this, of course, if you have accessibility issues or if you live in an apartment complex with no outside space, because we're living in a pandemic right now and we don't want to really risk ourselves. But I'm lucky I have a backyard I can sit in, so I've picked a graphic novel for that. And this graphic novel also works for read a book that takes place on a different continent than yours, and I have picked Persepolis by Marjane Satrapi, and this is set in Iran. So definitely not the same continent as me. I live in Canada, and it is a graphic novel, so I will be able to easily read this in one sitting outside with the sun shining. So very excited about this, and excited to get that one finally read. It's been sitting on my shelves for a long time. And then the last book is also one that I'm excited about marginally, because I read her previous book and it didn't really go over that well with me, but I'm hoping that that rule that everyone says if you don't like one of them, you'll like the other applies. And this is a book that like is in a genre that you want to read more of, or just a genre that you don't read enough of in your opinion, and that is going to be Normal People for Me by Sally Rooney. This is, I believe, literary fiction, considered just regular fiction, literary fiction. I know very little about it. I read her previous book, Conversations with Friends, and it was rough, okay, whatever, but like I can see the master storyteller in her, so I'm excited about this one because I have higher hopes about this one. I'm hoping I like this one more, so I am going to be reading this one, and again, it's small. All of my books are small, except for the Blood of Olympus. That one's like almost 500 pages, or over 500 pages. But, so that is my video for today. I really hope you enjoyed. Let me know down below what books you want to read this summer, if there's any one in particular you want to get to, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out. And also, thank you guys so much for 500 subscribers. It makes my heart so full and happy, and I can't wait to see where we go from here. But anyways, alright guys, you will be seeing me in a vlog for the Reading Rush coming up. Not this week coming up for you guys, but the next week. This week coming up, you will see me in my last NaNoWriMo vlog, or a NaNoWriMo vlog, and then in another video on Friday. But catch you then, I guess. I ruined my outro. It's fine. Stay kind and keep on reading.